Hey everyone, Matt here. Welcome back to Dust and Elysian Tale. We're going to continue on into the Blackmore Mountains. Wonderful place of snow and ice. So, first we have some little puppies that we have to deal with. Everything in this place is actually pretty powerful, so I would be relatively careful. But other than that, we have our first secret in here, and it would be right down here. Yeah, there's just a chest down here guarded by a little wolfy wolf. But you take him out, and then you have this chest. And inside of it is a milkshake, or ice cream dish. Not a milkshake, what was I thinking of? I was thinking of a root beer float. Root beer floats kind of look like that. But anyway, that is beside the point. Now in this area we have a note. I've only been able to make this climb once. I'm not sure I ever want to return to that place. I think something was wrong with my eyes. It was so rocky and frigid. Or was that blocky and rigid? Now we can't actually climb this area because we don't yet have the double jump, but don't worry. It does make an appearance soon, thankfully. One of the most iconic abilities in platforming.
Whoa, what was that?
Looks like the snow hasn't fully settled yet. We should be careful. The slightest wrong move could set off another avalanche.
Don't look at me, you're the one who can't fly.
Yes, but you're the one with the big mouth.
Hey!
Fidget!
Oh, Fidget. Now we can get our first item, which is over here. And it's a key. Also, in this area, you can see that I'm being pushed by the wind. Yeah, that gets annoying without double jump. But yeah, as I was saying, the most iconic ability in platforming games, and you don't get it until the last ability almost. Ah, yes. However, we can get this item. Or wait, no, this isn't an item. It always tricks me with that. The item is in the opposite direction.
Well, I see a way up, but I won't be able to reach those ledges without some help.
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find another way to tackle this cliff.
Aha! Foreshadowing, perhaps? So yes, we have to go this way. We cannot get the item yet. As once again, we need to double jump. But if that wasn't obvious, it is in this direction. And we got some new bomb buddies. Whoa, hey bomb buddies. I don't even remember if I need that bomb. I don't think I do. And it is loud in this cave. Alright, that should take care of some of them. Oof. Yeah, these enemies are pretty nasty and very strong. They have a lot. Oh, excuse me. They have a lot of HP. I healed. So yeah, we can't get the item in that area either without the double jump. So it's kind of leading you up to going, huh, I wonder if I'm going to get the double jump soon. But here we find this strange crystal creature. Now, if you let her or it attack, it'll either target Fidget or you. And if it actually hits you, it does a ton of damage. But as long as you're hitting it, it really doesn't put up much of a fight. So it's kind of a joke, really, to be thought of as a boss of any sort. It's kind of like a mini boss.
Yeah, take that, Mimi.
Don't hold back, Fidget.
Fidget really doesn't like things that silence her. But now, we have the one and only double jump, which looks interesting. In some games, like Devil May Cry, it creates a little translucent platform below you. But in this one, it grants you wings, which is kind of interesting. So there's the key there. And I believe... Oh no, there's no item down here. I remember where it is. I have my notes, but they've become so jumbled this time because of items that had eluded me. Well, the key is over here. Kind of a tricksy thing if you're not looking for it. And, well, trying to write all these notes can be difficult. The next key is right up here. Very easy to get. Also very easy to miss. Now, the next key is another very easy one to miss. And I jumped into this pit with the spinning dog. Hold on. This is just therapeutic at this point. They just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. Okay, I'm done. That was just fun to watch. Didn't expect them to actually be completely trapped. So this is, you think, oh, I'll just keep going this way. Nah, there's a key down this little crevice that you just kind of can walk over. Like, just walk over it like that. So yeah, that one I definitely missed on my first run through of taking the notes. Also, if you watch those bombs, they show you where to jump. So it's not just blind leaps of faith. Also, don't fall down that pit. God damn, I hate this area with its secrets. So anyway, get that chest, get the blueprint for the sturdy ring, and then it allows you to fall down here. Which takes you to the upper portion of this area. And you do not want to fall, because that would suck. There should be a chest. Ah, damn it. I'll meet you guys back up there. Okay, now that we are back to the upper root of this area, let's dodge this way this time. And right here's a chest, which we would need. And past that, just kind of a key hanging out down here. This is okay to fall down at this point because that's all that's up there. It does take a little long for it to register that though, so it's kind of worrisome. So we can go up and get that item, but first we can go down and get the previous item because it requires the double jump. And also we can take heed of the hint that was at the foot of this little ledge. So up here's a key. But if you look up, there's more. And what is this? Well, that is the interesting thing. Now, anyone who's played Fez, this is kind of familiar-ish looking. So, basically, just kind of have to blind way your through. Blindly jump through this to figure out where you have to go. But it's not too hard. You basically walk to an end of a wall, try to keep your eye on your character as much as possible, and you jump up and it works. And then you try to figure out where you are and go through the door. This one's kind of funny. I went the wrong way, but if you go to the right, you can then see that it scrolls to two doors next to each other, and you can just walk to the left. Simple. This one I believe was a little difficult because you go to the right, left, you can't jump. Go to the right, you can't jump. The middle, you can't jump. You actually have to jump down. That one took me a couple seconds. I'll be honest, that one was a little tricksy. But then we get to the end. There's a cage, so it has one of our good old buddies in it, and of course, it's Fez. Hey. Now, sadly, you have to make the trek back. So, I believe it's this way. Up, into that door. This one's just go to the right. This one is jump down, I believe. Yeah. And this one is the same? Just jump down? Yeah, okay. Oh, and the last one is jump down and go to the left or right? The left. Probably both would work. So yeah, quite an interesting little puzzle. But that would be our little friend Fez. And now we can go on our way to the peak of the Blackmore Mountains. Forgot what this place was called for a minute. Also, let's talk to the shopkeep because it's been a while.
So, the great traitor has finally found everlasting peace.
The Great Traitor? You're talking about Cain?
My kind does not utter his name. His actions ended many innocent lives, and while his spirit may be absolved now, we remember only his life and the tragedy it wrought.
He seemed truly remorseful for his actions.
Perhaps he was. Perhaps we were to accept his remorse. This would not bring my family back. Let us not dwell on his wicked actions any more than we must.
Very well.
So apparently Cain was well known in the Moonblood community, let's say. I still have not completed the materials quest. I think we'll do that at the end when we have
Your transaction is most appreciated.
when we have the ability to gain everything. But anyway, let us continue onwards and upwards and find what's at the top of this peak. What do we have to gain from going up here? Now this is a pretty easy secret to miss, because once again it's just a little alcove with 2 chests in it, which is kind of important. Give me that. And this one holds money. Just money. Nothing but money. Also, I have a skill point. I should probably spend that. I'll spend it on health so I can increase my fidgeting. It's been a while. Let's check the items we can build. So this is missing 2 things we don't even have yet. So, well, we have one of them. The other one I believe is wolf fur. Ugh. That's not better. And this ring is pretty good. It lowers our attack by 6, but pretty good. I believe we can buy this, but can't buy enough. So we'll buy what we can, and we'll make it later. This one is also very good. It's only slightly worse than this. But we have none of those. But can we purchase them? We needed, what, 13 of these? Oh no, we needed 23. I'm bad at fast math for some reason. And this one we can't buy because we haven't put it into the store yet. It's a bone from a zombie, I believe. Or something from that area.
Sorry, Dust. I don't think you're double jumping over that. Stupid avalanches ruin everything. Go ahead, name me one good thing an avalanche has ever done.
Well, now that you mention it, this might be a crazy idea, but maybe we can clear some of the snow off of that mountainside.
You mean make another avalanche?
That's the idea, yes.
You're crazy. I love it.
Really? Do I need to be the voice of caution here? Need I explain how creating an avalanche puts us all in danger?
It's really the only way, Ara.
Yeah, Aura, it really is. Is it?
It is.
Very well. Let's do this thing!
Why do we always agree to Fidget's bad ideas?
Well, that did something.
It sure did. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we find another one.
Huh?
That obviously wasn't enough. We need to break more pillars.
Fidget, I think the bitter cold is creating lapses in your judgment.
That is ridiculous! ridiculous. I'm perfectly...
Man, this game has some really great lines. Uh-oh.
Dust, be careful. Watch overhead. The snow is not the only thing you are shaking loose.
Alright, now we gotta watch out for icicles. Kind of like in the, the caves where the mud pot people lived. It's kind of like there with the, acid bubbles, but not as threatening because they're not poison. Ow. I probably deserve that for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, definitely don't want to fall down there. Like that wolf did. Yikes. Okay, that seems dangerous. Slide under there. And this one has a little bit of a hole. And over here, we find an important item. A cooler. Which we could maybe store some snow in. Ah. But we'll do that at a later time. Right now we have to finish our quest and find out what's the top of this peak. Go away, wolf. There we go. Now we can keep heading up. And look, we get to break another pillar to create that avalanche.
That's two.
Not enough. Not enough. We'll need to find more if we're going to clear away that snow.
We really should get you someplace warm, Fidget. I think you're coming down with something.
Never!
Oh, crazy, crazy Fidget. There's actually, ow. There's actually a key down here, and I'm doing the stupid way of doing this because I'm lazy. Well, not lazy, impatient. But yeah, you can just wait for the thing to do a full circle and you can get down there. Anyway, and that's a Minotaur, and we're just gonna ignore the Minotaur because they're a pain in the ass to fight, and we'll have to fight one later. Okay, that's stupid. So yeah, if you fall down here, there's a chest. Surprise, surprise. Ah, dang it. I messed up. It makes it think it's doing a circle, but it's not. And this platform. Whoa, hi puppy. You get off my platform. Goodbye. And, whoa. Don't worry about it. Okay, so, this is actually kind of tricky. You have to wait here. I don't know if there's ever a hint that tells you about this one. But if you just wait here, or is it down here? No, it's up there. You have to wait a while. But this platform comes over, and then just... Oh, wait. I'm a derp. I'm gonna cut back until it, comes back around, because it might take a while. I forget how long it takes. Okay, it's back. Also, the sword looks really cool, like a very interesting fake 3D feel to it. I was just staring at it while I was waiting for the platform to come back. And boop, key. And now we get to leave. So we will. Ignoring the billion of enemies. Okay, not ignoring the billion of enemies that are down south here. Because there's a lot. You do have to fight through some of them at least because they're right next to this door. Ah, there we go. Whew. Yeah, it can take a while sometimes. Also, we're going to sell some materials to the shopkeeper.
I am.
So let's see, what don't we have in the shop? We don't have rotten flesh, bones, hollow shards, and that appears to be it.
Your trend.
Oops.
What?
Okay, so now we will continue onwards. Uh-oh. Now we have 3 of these people to deal with. You want to make sure that you always hit the one with dust. The Fidget one doesn't matter as much. I mean, it would be helpful to use spells, but if you can get them all grouped up and just start down slashing them, it's pretty easy to take them out. Oof. And that's a bomb wall, so that's not breakable.
That is a lovely singing voice.
Stop, Fidget. Just stop.
Oh, I think I'm coming down with something.
Yes, Fidget. We figured that out on our own. Come, Dust. Let us continue.
Poor Fidget. She really doesn't like being silenced. Okay, now there's an actual bomb wall. We actually need a bomb for this one, but there's also just a chest up here, so we might as well pick it up while we're in the area. We get a warm sweater, which is better than what we have, so we will equip it. And now it thinks I'm clicked outside the window for some reason. Don't know why that would be. There you go. Ah, that's why. Apparently my batteries are running low on my controller. Interesting. I mean, I guess I've...
That definitely did something. Come on, let's get back to the surface.
Be careful, Dust. I sense a powerful presence has been stirred by your actions.
Let's not keep it waiting then.
I guess I have been playing a lot of Dust today. And this is a key you can't get because this is a one-way floor. So we have to go down. Through a one-way floor. Or a few. Also, Aura says that a powerful presence has been notified of our presence or something of that like. Hold on.
Hey, you can use that cooler of yours to transport Bopo's snow down from the mountain.
All right, give me a second. Great, that should keep it cold for Bopo. I'll be sure to give it to him if we ever find ourselves back in Mudpot.
Which we will. But anyway, I don't remember facing any powerful essence on top of this mountain.
The path above has been made clear. Onward and upward.
And you thought this was a bad idea.
I still say it's a bad idea. It just happened to work. So there's an item in this area. Also a buried snow save point, which is kind of cool. So yeah, now there are random well, they're not random avalanches, they're pre-located avalanches, but there's a key down there. So... lot of avalanches. Ah, dang it, I forgot about that one. Oh well. I was still able to make it up the mountain. And there's also an item in this area, which is actually an item we've already seen. And if you've been paying attention to the map, then you know that it's right here. And that item is the key right over there. Now this is kind of a tricky item to grab, because you slide through, you get the item, and you don't really have enough time to come back. So what you do is just wait for the... ah, god damn it. What you're supposed to do is wait for the first plasm to appear and then double jump up, but I was kind of talking and jumping while doing it, so I wasn't really paying attention. Anyway, I have to cycle back around. I'll see you guys back on the mountain. Okay, we're back on the mountaintop, and well, we're right before the avalanche over here. But, ow. Damn dogs. Anyway, let us continue this way to hopefully less avalanches. And there's these crystal beings are now just common enemies, which could be what Aura was talking to, perhaps, when he said we had awoken strong presences. Also, this is just kind of annoying. So you have to fall through this 4-layer bridge. And then there's a shopkeeper down here for some reason. Don't understand why. But then you wait for this little mystical platform. And you grab this key and leave. Simple as that. Ow, dog. Now, if you go all the way over to the right here, you'll see this strange hourglass symbol with nothing else to do. We'll need to come back for this later, as there's an item that we require in the Crimson Caves? I forget how they're pronounced. Also, I went really high. Or no. Ooh, I almost died there. Jesus. Yeah, these enemies do not mess around. Which kind of sucks because... Oh man, I keep falling. There we go. This should work. There we go. Too high. Too high. Okay. Whew. So, now we should be able to... Oh! Avalanche. That guy's super dead. Whoa, that was close. I wasn't expecting a second one to come so soon. They're predetermined on where you are. Alright, and this item is actually just right up here. Although those ones will actually crush your skull. God damn it. I hate it when they trick me with a double button press like that. I have to stop messing up. Okay. And now that we have that, we can just continue right along. Try to get past this guy so we don't have to fight him. There we go. Now this is pretty simple. You just step here, and you slide, and you get the key for free. And you're good and golden. And then you actually need to respawn so you can get up here. And then you have to do the same thing up here. Except instead for a key, you get a chest. So it's a lot better. But then the roof will most likely be back, and you have to slide out here. And do it all over again. This time you have to outrun it. Which isn't particularly hard. Ow, I got hit. And then we come around here. And now we have to do an interesting thing. Where we actually have to... You can either do it that way or wait for the bridge to start rebuilding itself and jump up then. Either one works. One way is easier than the other. Ow. This is gonna suck a little bit. So, this area is quite interesting. Has quite a few items inside for you to gather. I'm trying to distract those crystal people so they don't bother us. There's a platform down here that you can land on, and nothing over there, so I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to kill you while I wait. You're getting on my nerves. Thank you. Oh, level up. Fidget's attack. And then I'll just start upgrading my attack. Fidget should be powerful enough at this point. And there's a key over here in Ferris wheel. Also, this looks like an area you can continue onward as it shows on the map. You cannot. There should have really been a wall there, I think. But perhaps it was past programming restraints. Maybe they couldn't make a room slightly bigger. Oh well. But you have to go through this little area. Not that difficult. Get the key. Now there is one more secret here, and it's a little more difficult. It took me a couple tries to actually get it, 2 or 3 I believe. So you get on this super fast moving platform and just fall off here. And there's chest. I didn't even notice this area before. Like the second time around I saw that this little platform came up, but by the time it came up I was way past, so I think I landed in the spikes and it knocked me all the way down here. And now we're back at the beginning. I don't think it's possible to go back up that way. Ow. But yeah, that's all the items in this area. Goodbye, Ice Lady. So, since these platforms take a little while, I think I'll cut and see you at the top. And whoa, ice galore. So down this way, I mean, there's a few ways you can go about this, but if you go down this way, if we met with this, actually, I'm gonna do this the way you're probably supposed to do this. So I'm gonna, ow, get impaled like 100 times. Don't worry about it. Dust can handle many spikes into his body. So let's go up first, because that's what they intend you to do. Oh, I guess no, they don't intend you to do that. Don't acknowledge me, I'm stupid. For some reason I thought you weren't supposed to go this way first, because I did this first and it felt wrong. So first things first, you want this bomb. You want to take it with you, back over to where I just actually showed. But you don't want it to get impaled on spikes, because that's bad. That's a bad thing. You don't want that. So, I wish there was an item that allowed you to do Dust Storm for longer, because it's actually required quite a lot in some areas for bomb juggling. And you get this chest, which gives you some birthday cake, because it's your birthday. Let me go down. Ow. I was hoping the other platform would catch me. And now we're gonna ride this one up, which could take a while. But the reason why we are riding this one up is because we have to take that bomb again. But there's also like 12 enemies above here, so we might as well kill them first. And as you can see, we're gonna have to traverse all this area with a bomb, not allowing it to be touched by spikes. So I don't want to do that and then get to the top and it blowing up on an enemy, because it will do that. Because I mean, just look at all these enemies that we will have to kill just in order to get said bomb into its location. So yeah, I will be killing all of these guys by a lot. Okay, I think they're all dead now. I think I've mass murdered them very efficiently. Ooh, money. Ah, goddammit. So yeah, this little breakable floor, I don't know why they have this down here. I guess it is the only... No, actually you could go down the other way, unless the spikes are in the way preventing that. So what you need to do is get this bomb, take it up here with you, and make this slow trek upwards. So basically the way I've done this is just holding it to the right and just trying to keep it safe and pushing it to the left. And oof, I didn't make that jump, but it should be fine still. Yeah, just go to the middle after a certain height so it doesn't touch the top or the bottom, and by this point you're pretty much safe. And you do want to hurry, because this thing does have a timeline. As you can see, it's blinking faster and faster. And boom, there you go. You get a nice little chest as a reward. And in this chest is a ring, the Master Ring of Focus. Now I forget what this does, so we need to look at it. Increases Fidget's attack by a lot, so yeah, we will equip that. And the other ring is right here. So is there enough ectoplasm? No, not yet. Almost. Just need 5 more. But I think that will end it for this episode. We've made it about halfway through the mine. Actually, no, we've made it quite a far way through the mines. But there's a lot of stuff coming up, surprisingly. So I'm going to end it here. We'll finally figure out what's going on in this world in the next episode. So I hope I'll see you guys then. This has been Matt, and I'll see you next time.